Okay, guys, we're back with some more Fate. If the layout is slightly different, that's because OBS is actually the worst. I'm having the black screen issue, which for those who don't know, like, essentially, the screen where I record, like what it shows to me when I'm recording, is completely black. And I can't see anything, and it doesn't record anything. So this has happened before, and I had to uninstall it and then reinstall it. That was the only way I could fix it. It worked for a while, and then I guess it just decided to stop working again. And now it's just not working at all. So I'm having to use a different way to record it with OBS. And like, I've followed at least like 5 YouTube tutorials, and then the official tutorial on the website, like on the OBS website, I tried following, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work at all. So from now, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I hate it. I hate it so much. But yeah, with that being said, last time we talked to Shinji, was that last episode? I think so. It should have been. I don't think anything's happened since then. And yeah, I just don't really know where the game's gonna go from here, so let's just jump into it. The sun is already setting by the time I reach my house. I'm home first, just like yesterday. Sakura and Fujini will be here soon, and Tosaka should be back too. I'll talk to her about what I heard from Shinji after Sakura and Fujini go home. There's no point in talking about it when those two are here. That decided, I have to go and prepare dinner. Tosaka got me yesterday, and I have to try and put Fujini in a better mood. Cooking takes time and effort before love. That's a weird way to say that. If I am to go for a sure win, I'll have to spend twice as much time. Dude, freaking, that's what... If it's a quick meal, I like cooking. Well, okay, no. Even if it takes time, I like cooking, but it's just so hard to, like, cook. Like, you finish work and everything, and you have plans in, like, an hour and a half, but you have to cook dinner. Like, that's why stuff like eating out has been so helpful, but also so unhealthy. And so I'm trying to stop eating out, but it makes me take so much longer and have to, like cram so much more into such a short amount of time. It's just, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. So, after all that, what happened is... What? I didn't lose. Stupid Tosaka, bully. I'm talking about the taste of the food. It's the best dinner so far, according to Fujimura-sensei. So I'm saying we should share it among everyone. I think she's saying something else. Tosaka said she didn't want to eat the food before Shiro cooked. That's only in the morning. I eat dinner like normal and we take turns cooking dinner. So I think it's my time right to eat. If you don't like that, please take my place tomorrow. That personality that strikes precisely at my weak point. Man, I didn't think you were such a terrible student. Fujini reluctantly returns the pot to the table. And so, the especially... That specially was what was going through my mind. I don't know how I got to speciale came out. And so, the specially prepared rice returns to the table safely. Hold on, Fujini. I cooked a lot, so you don't need to hurry. I made enough for everyone. Munch, munch. That's right. But Senpai, isn't this a bit too much? Munch, munch. Yes, 2 casks for 4 people is obviously too much. Munch, munch. It's not a cask, it's a pot. And it's fine. The rice is today's main dish, so there can be lots of it. If there's any left over, I'll make some rice balls and it'll be lunch for tomorrow. Munch, munch. Oh, can I have some too? I usually don't like fried rice, but this is exceptional. There are lots of things in it. What exactly did you use? Munch, munch. Why are there so many munch munches? We've, like, had, like, a bajillion dinner scenes or food scenes, and none of them have, like, any of these munchings. I don't know what's going on. It's basically rice mixed with mushroom, right? There are lots of details, like the way it's using citrus instead of fried things in for its aroma. Munch, munch. Fine, I'll eat it all myself, then you watch. Oh wait, then you watch. Fujini must have given up taking the pot for herself, as she starts to eat really fast. She emphasizes her bowl quickly and she empties her bowl. What is wrong with my reading today? And quickly asks for more in no time. Fine, but it won't run out even if you take it slow, Fujini. That's fine, I'm going to eat Shiro's food, so I won't give it to some stranger. So he snatches away the bowl. I don't get it. Sakura is smiling awkwardly. Tosaka is ignoring Fujini, and Saber is eating her food. I put in a lot of effort to make this, but I might have had the opposite effect. I might have had the opposite of the desired effect. The dinner that was supposed to have Tosaka admit defeat ends loudly because of Fujini's strange actions. Then see you, senpai. Yeah, Fujini, please take Sakura home safely. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Stepping lightly, Fujini holds Sakura's hand. What, Shiro? You look like you're wondering about something. Of course I'm wondering. Usually people can't move after eating that much. Really? It was tough, but it's fine once you swallow it. So, you should realize the problem is that there's no limit to that, tiger. Just as one would expect from a wild tiger. If possible, I just don't want to accidentally trespassing into human society. Then see you tomorrow. Don't stay up too late, you two. Yes, good night, senpai. Yeah, night, Shiro. I see the two off and return to the living room. I said I had to talk to them after dinner, so Tosaka said, oh. My brain had a, lapse or wait, is he talking about Sakura and Fujini? Oh, I just noticed it's not actually, recording my mouse for once. I don't know how I feel about that. I was always emphasizing things with my mouse. But I also said I hated it. This is one of those things you don't realize how much you love something until you lose it. I think I might want that back. So Tosaka and Saber are waiting in the living room with serious expressions. Thanks. So what is that you want to talk about? About the other masters. There's something I want to tell you guys. Saber raises her brows a bit. As a servant, she must prefer battles where she uses her sword to these peaceful days. But her wound shouldn't have healed yet. The wound on her chest made by Lancer's noble phantasm isn't something even Saber can heal quickly. Thinking about that makes me hesitate telling them about Shinji. I feel the same way as Shinji. I want to avoid starting fights, and I think the girl in front of me swinging a sword is in a disparate image. Shiro, you have something to tell us? Yeah, right. This is something I should tell you guys. To put it simply, I went and met with Rider's Master today. What? Rider's Master? When did this happen? Ridiculous. Meeting with another master by yourself? What were you thinking? Whoa, hold on, calm down. It's alright, I'm not hurt, so don't get mad. Do not get mad? No, I am not mad. I am only stunned by your actions. Me too. Well, it's no use arguing over what's done. So what's going on, Shiro? Tosaka and Saber glare at me with obvious anger in their eyes. Jeez. I thought they would say something about me being thoughtless, but I didn't think they'd get this mad. I met him this afternoon. I only went because he wanted to talk to me, and it's not like we fought. I can tell by looking, so what kind of guy was Rider's Master? What kind of guy? Well, Shinji. He called out to me when I was searching for the boundary field. He said he wanted to talk to me and asked me to follow him, so I went to the Mato house. What? Shinji? You mean that Shinji? Yeah, Rider was obeying him, and he knew about the Holy Grail War. According to him, the Mato family is a lineage of Magi with a history. Huh? Yeah, well that's true, but it can't be true. The Mato family was exhausted in the last generation. No matter what they do, their children won't have any magic circuits. That's for certain. Tosaka declares so. If so, Shinji and Sakura really should be normal people without magic circuits. Yeah, Shinji said that too, but he said they still had the knowledge. Something about it being taught only to Shinji, the eldest son, so Sakura didn't know about it. In short, he's a master rather like me. He said he doesn't have any magical energy, so he wouldn't be detected by her perceptions. I see. I messed up. There certainly could be such cases. If they have grimoires remaining, he would be able to become a master. Oh, that's why he was carrying around the book in Heaven's Feel. Oh, because I don't think they explained why Shinji was carrying around the book in those movies, but that makes sense. Then geez, my actions were totally obvious to him. I'm an idiot. Tosaka is mumbling, reflecting on her actions. Tosaka is close to perfect, but I think there are a few things missing. Unfortunately, they're the most crucial ones. That was a mistake on my part. I should have kept an eye on Shinji. If I'd known, I wouldn't have let him construct that boundary field. Oh, Shinji said the boundary field at school wasn't his. He said there's another master at school. Yes, that's true. It's obvious that there's another master at school who we don't know about. But Shiro, don't tell me you're just trusting Shinji's word, that he's not the one who constructed the boundary field. No, I'm not that good-natured. As long as Shinji goes to our school, I think there's an even chance it's his doing. The alternative being the unknown master. Even, huh? I think you're still being very good-natured. Well, that's fine. That good nature is just the way you are. And that must be why Shinji told you his true identity. Oh well. So, what did you talk to with Shinji about? He asked me if I wanted to cooperate with him. It seems Shinji has no intention of fighting, so he seemed to want to ally with someone he knew. Shiro, then you... No, isn't it natural to refuse? I've already joined up with you. Even if I were to agree, I'd have to ask you first. Oh. Yeah, that is true. But didn't you say you refused? Yeah, like I said. I answered Shinji on my own. It wasn't something to debate. Oh, was I too hasty? Not particularly. I think your decision was correct. Well, if you were the one asked, it's not something I can complain about. The way she mumbles so isn't like Tosaka at all. That was it from Shinji. From what I saw, Ryder isn't a strong servant. Even putting Berserker outside of the picture, I don't think she had the same presence as Lancer, and Ryder herself was more normal than I expected. If you think so, it must be true, but a servant's true power is determined by their noble phantasm. Please do not underestimate her until we find out Ryder's true identity. Yeah, I couldn't tell all which heroine she was. See, Lancer and Berserker feel like heroes, right? But Ryder didn't have that same feeling. I felt like she was different from a normal servant. Different from a normal servant? I do not understand. Rin, can you explain Shiro's strange feeling? Huh? Yeah, I think I understand. Well, it's because the master influences which heroic spirit is summoned as the servant. The master and the servant end up being similar people. So if the master is a noble person, a heroic spirit similar to them will be summoned. And if a person with a huge scar in their mind summons a heroic spirit with a scar in their mind appears as well. The strange feeling Shiro had towards Ryder must be that. The master with a crooked mind sometimes summons a vengeful ghost, almost like heroic spirits, instead of a hero. Vengeful ghosts almost like heroic spirits. Could that be what you were talking about before? Yes, a mass murderer that loves the sight of blood and thinks nothing of killing people. Actually, there are heroes with only massacres through the legends, so it's not strange for something like that to become a servant. Is that so? Certainly I could only smell blood on Ryder, but she didn't seem like a bloodthirsty killer. Well, that's all there is to say about Ryder. There's one more thing, but it might be the most important. According to Ryder, there seems to be another master at the Ryoto Temple. I guess this master is collecting magical energy from everyone in this town. What do you two make of this? Ryoto Temple? You mean that temple at the top of the mountain? Yeah, what does that mean? What, does it mean something to you, Tosaka? Of course not. It's just the opposite. I've never been to the Ryoto Temple. I don't know what kind of master this person is, but normally you wouldn't choose to position yourself in such a remote place. Right. I was also surprised when I heard that a master is at Ryoto Temple. Even though it won't draw people's attention there, there are many monks living there. If they act strangely, I think there'd be a quick uproar. I can't quite trust that story. Even if it was the case, the Ryoto Temple is on the outskirts of the suburbs, right? To reach out to Miyama City and Shinto is more like a waste of magical energy than a great magic. Such a large-scale magic is impossible, even with the magical energy collected from it. Then, Tosaka starts to think with a troubled face. I'm relying on Tosaka's opinion, so there's nothing I can do until she talks again. No. That story is very plausible. If one takes that temple, such magic would be naturally possible. Saber, by that temple? You know of Ryoto Temple. I haven't taken you there yet. Did you forget, Shiro? I've participated in the Holy Grail War previously as well. I am well informed about the city. I know that the temple is a fallen ley line. Fallen ley line? Hold on. That's what my house is. Why are there two Fokia ley lines in one area? I do not know, but that temple is a place Maggie can call sacred. Oh, but that temple is a place Maggie can call sacred. I hear it is where the life of the region flows to, so it would be the perfect base to collect souls from. Maga seeds only to intervene in the natural flow to collect life forces from the whole city. I've never heard of that. But if that's the case, then it would certainly be possible for someone to steal life forces from all the people in the city. In other words, it's just an area that's spiritually superior, right? That's only natural. You don't build a temple anywhere else. Of course. You don't need to tell me that. I thought so. Temples and shrines have been built in sacred places to protect the town since ancient times. It's not that the monks pray to grant happiness. They remove evil by sealing the ill-omened. On that basis, it's only natural that the mountain Rito Temple is on would be a sacred place. Hey, I don't want to consider this, but you think that Rito Temple was just for show? Yeah, I did. Is there something wrong with that? Until now, I thought that temple was just for show because it didn't have any practicing healers. Practicing healers? What is that? People who let ghosts go to heaven without using chants, faiths, or prayers. In Lion, people try to do so with just Buddha's powers, but monks without enough training haven't reached that level yet, so they add their own powers to create spells like ours. There's some kind of organization of the kinds of people in this country, but they're incompatible with the Magic Association, so I don't think too much about them. No, more importantly, the temple. If that temple is a ley line, Master should try and take it immediately. That's strange. Why are others ignoring that place? Because the Rito Temple is there, right? They keep watch so it doesn't get misused. The monks at the Rito Temple are all pure monks in training. They aren't like us, so it'd be easy for a master to control them. No, Rin, that is wrong. It'd certainly be easy for a master to gain control of that temple, but the mountain has a boundary field that is inconvenient for masters. A boundary field that's inconvenient for us? Yes. There's a spell in that mountain that tries to eliminate anything other than natural spirits. It has no effect on normal humans, but it's a dreadful place for us servants. Eliminates anything other than natural spirits? That means servants can't enter the mountain. It is possible, but our abilities would be degraded. It is much like receiving a command spell, telling us not to go near that place. And how is the master at the Rito Temple maintaining a servant? Because of the ley line, right? Oh, there's no boundary field once you enter the temple. I heard that the boundary field was originally a border to protect the temple. The boundary field is only something that rejects people from outside, so has no other powers. That if we make it inside, there's nothing that affects the servant. But that's strange. If you close the temple off like that, the ley line itself would stop. But you would have to at least keep one way open, or it couldn't be the center of the ley line, right? Yes, if you think in terms of the temple, it cannot refuse those visiting through the proper entrance. It may be following on this idea, but I've heard that the road leading to the temple does not have the boundary field. At that temple, only the main gate does not have the power to command us servants. I see. That must be it. If you close off all the gates, the air inside will stagnate. Only the main gate, huh? That is all that I can tell you. So please, come up with a plan. We have proven that there is a master. I just realized that master is capitalized, so I believe there's only one action to take. I know what Saber wants to say. Her eyes tell me that since the location of the enemy is known, all that's left is to attack. But I mean, honestly, Saber's pretty freaking great at... well, I guess I shouldn't say that. But I would just say that, like, the specific servant... Saber is very good against because she has protection from certain things. And then there's gonna be some Fate fan that knows everything. It's like, no, everything you're saying is wrong. And it's like, based on what I do know, I'm pretty sure she'd be a great matchup for this servant. I'm going to pass on this. It seems like a trap, and honestly, I can't take any action with this little information. If you're going to their home ground, you should at least wait until you find out what kind of servant they have. That is unexpected. I thought you would go on and fight. Go ahead and insult me. Archer isn't fully healed yet, so I'll remain a spectator for a while. I understand. Then Shiro, let us go to the temple by ourselves. Saber says it's the natural thing to do. But that's... Oh, no! Gosh darn it, does this count as metagaming? Because I'm just sitting there like, no. Like, I know that the main servant there, I think that Saber would do great against. But there are other things that going in alone with just the two of us would probably get us killed. Shave. Yeah, this is a... Yeah. So let's just go like this. Save. Okay. And then like, let me pull up my... I actually bumped my microphone. I'm so sorry. I need to get like one of those fancy streamer mics. Because I have a mic right now that I can like clip onto my desk and I can have it pretty out of the way. But that's more for like my voiceover channel because it has an audio interface that cuts off all outputting audio. So I wouldn't be able to hear like anything, like any of the game volume, and I want to be able to hear that. Open. Fate bad endings. Wait, did I just save over one? No, did I? No. Oh, I did! Slot 6 was one. I looked at it and it didn't look like it was. Dang it. That sucks, dude. Well, I guess I can leave the notepad the same then. Don't save! I want to say don't fight. No. Oh, I don't like that musical score. Isn't that usually what plays when, like, we make a bad choice? No, I feel the same way as Tosaka. We shouldn't go there yet. What? Are you saying you'll not fight either? No way. What was I resting my body for until now? Now we know where our enemy is, we have to attack. I know that, but we have to wait, Saber. If the Master at Ryoto Temple is that careful, it'll certainly be a trap. It would be suicidal to go there without any plans. As Tosaka says, we should at least wait until Archer is healed. Such danger is normal. I have never expected to earn victory without getting hurt. Even the enemy traps pierce my body, I can fight as long as I do not give them my neck. It is enough if we can beat the Master, no matter what injury I bear. What? Don't say such stupid things. It's never okay to get hurt. It's fine to go knowing the danger, but such a suicidal attack is stupid. As your master, I can't let you do something so dangerous. That's right. Going to the Ryoto Temple is certainly a suicide attack. There will be some obstacle on the only road heading to the temple. It's fine to accept that and go, but heading there without any plans is suicidal. No matter how strong Saber is, she has me at a handicap. If she pushes herself in fights, and if the result is just like what happened at that time, I can't approve of that. What are you saying? Look, Master, servants are meant to get hurt. I will not allow my master to avoid a fight in fear of that. It doesn't matter if you don't allow it. If you're going to push yourself, I'll stop you as many times as necessary. If you don't want that, heal yourself quickly. If you're not fully healed yet, right? It should not interfere with my fighting ability. There's no need to consider prolonging a battle due to my wound. Saber's will to fight does not change. I feel like she's being very dumb here. Like, she's being very dumb. There's no other words for that. Alright, the end of, like, especially as someone who, like, used to be, like, you know, king and, like, would lead people into battle. Granted, back in her life, she was probably, like, the strongest thing around, but, like, having only one path up to the enemy is, like, the most obvious trap ever. Like, even with, like, knowing what I know, like, if you take that away, how could you, like, sit there and, like, be like, yeah, there's only one path up to this point. Let's just run up it. I'm sure that they're not expecting anybody to try that, you know? And Saber is downgraded because of Shiro. So if she goes up there, she's basically saying, like, hey, Shiro, me and you alone, let's go into a trap. And it's just like, okay, well, what will she do if Shiro Shiro's had a bigger chance of getting hurt without more people there on your side or any kind of plan. Just a plan in general would be better. Like, what Shiro's is saying is literally just, hey, let's make a plan. A plan? Plan. How about that? How about a plan? And then Saber's like, huh, Lamau, how about we just go fight, bro? And it's like, what the freak? Like, I know, like, the plan he brought up was we should wait for Archer, which we don't know how long that could take. But even then, he's just, like, the main point that Shiro's trying to get at is we need a plan, otherwise we're probably going to get, like, destroyed up there. Okay. Jeez, why doesn't she understand, even if I tell her this much? Okay, fine, but I can't agree that easily. You lost a Berserker before. Are you going to push yourself and fight? And get both you and me defeated again? Don't kid me, I don't want to be killed that miserably ever again. So, I thought she would argue right back, but instead she takes a breath and... I actually kind of feel like that was a little mean, dude. I mean, Berserker was freaking OP, and we've all three of the people here have acknowledged, like, yeah, no, Berserker is on, like, another level. But at the same time, Saber's being really stupid. Bringing that up is unfair, Shiro, she says as if apologizing. I'm sorry if I'm being unfair, but I won't be attacking anyone yet. I can't just ignore the Master at Ryoto Temple either. But we're in no condition to fight. If we fight like this and lose, who will stop the Master at Ryoto Temple? Look, we'll be only attacking only after your wound is healed and we're in perfect shape. If you have any complaints, go find yourself another master. I understand. If Master says so. You know what? I applaud Shiro for holding his ground there. Yeah, maybe like saying that it maybe was a little mean, but was kind of necessary in this situation. Saber was literally like, let's just go die. Let's just go die really quick. Yeah. After answering in a quiet voice, Saber falls silent. The conversation is over. Tosaka has returned to her room, and Saber returns to her room as well. Staying alone in the living room, I really regret what I did. No, it's too late already. I could have put it another way, so why? Well, I could only convince her using words that make her feel like that. I mean, look like that. Same thing! But that being said... Oh. Interlude? 6-1, what the fuck? I want to end the episode there, though. Let's just... go like this, I guess. Gosh, there's so many pages of saves. Yeah. I do feel mean, because I do love my girl Saber. But that was the only... But I do agree with Shiro, like... he kind of had to say that. He kind of had to put her down like that, you know? Otherwise she would have gotten them both killed. Like, I'm guessing that's the bad end. We go up the temple, get our cheeks clapped, and then we get a bad end. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.